just randomly just seeing my character.
What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to Friday night. Sins of the past. We're back again after last week's tragic departure of Chet. Before we kick off tonight, as you can see, the new rest in peace Chet emoji is now active for all our subscribers. Throw them up in the chat to commemorate our fallen comrade. Also, sorry about the late start tonight. There was a power outage in my area all day, which was extremely inconvenient. But we're all good and we're ready to go. I need to open Sirenscape.
Oh, shit. Yes, you do.
We can have our intro music.
Oh my god. Wow, okay. Google Chrome just crashed for me. Give me a sec. Oh god, what the fuck? I think it's time to get a new computer. Because I just said it, not because I need it. There you are. Come on, baby.
Oh, there we go. All right, so where we last left off, captured and in the clutches of the nefarious doctors Coppola de Jurassic and Jarrus de Jurassic, the party attempted to negotiate their own safety with no other choice but for Ciro to hand over a spell shard that turned out to be Dr. Coppola's journal that Ciro had been holding for weeks now. They handed it back over and were imprisoned within the rock installation. Dr. Jarrus immediately performing an experiment on Rook and injecting him with the Kybrid serum with the plan to turn him into another one of the Kybrids, the aberrant beasts that had been unleashed against them in the days past. 2 days passed as Rook, strapped to a table, was slowly being overcome by this aberrant material in his bloodstream. Meanwhile, Ciro, interrogated by Oren de Madani, notices that something is not quite right about Oren, some strange atmosphere around him. And then Deus Ex, House Deneath soldiers show up. Your friend, Marshal de Deneath, Parker de Deneath, the Marshal of Ringbriar, showed up with a contingent of House Deneath excoriates and other mercenaries just in the nick of time to break you guys free from the prison, allowing Ciro to drive the aberrant material from Rook's body, saving his life. You then pursued Dr. Jarrus de Jurassic to the roof of the installation, where it appeared the leaders were making an escape aboard their airship. In the pursuit, Dr. Jarrus was thrown from the roof of the installation down into the jungle by Chet, who jumped off and pursued him using his Featherfall token. However, later, meanwhile, Ronan was attacked by a Warforged Titan dispatched from the warship to cover, airship to cover the retreat of the doctors. Ronan struck down easily by the Warforged Titan, left to face it alone. He was saved in the nick of time by Rook and Ciro, who made an escape down into the jungle with what remained of the House Deneath contingent. After consolidating themselves, Ronan departed into the jungle to track the whereabouts of Chet and Dr. Jarrus. Finding Chet, struck down and the life sucked out of him, much like their previous comrade Oldark, who had fallen the same way. Chet had been slain in his duel with Dr. Jarrus Jurassic, who was now at large and somewhere on foot, escaping through the forest. Ronan, you have returned to the House Deneath rally point to find Ciro trying to console Rook and get him back to health after his ordeal in the rock base.
It's alright, kid. You're gonna be alright.
Don't
You've been
feel
through
like I'm
worse
gonna
than
be
this. And if those old geezers back in town can survive, come on, surely. This will be nothing. Nothing.
I mean, I can survive, but
Speaking of
Yeah.
surviving,
Where's
Chet
Chet?
was killed by Jurassic. Life sucked out of him. He gave his wishes to everyone.
well, shit. So the little fucker escapes, did he?
Yes, unfortunately. To where I'm not too sure, but I was not in the condition to run after him and end up like Chet.
Well, I'm gonna miss that little captain.
His arms were quite hilarious.
The three of you are approached by Parker and Rin. I'm going to bring up their portraits for the viewers at home. Okay. Oh, sorry, I couldn't help but overhearing. Sorry about your friend.
Thank you. He was a fine warrior, fought to his very last breath, just like he wanted to.
What will you do now?
Well, that doctor's still somewhere loose in the forest. Do you think you could track him down, Ronan? Or Parker, do you have any skilled trackers in your group here? Like, if he gets away, he's just gonna... We won't be able to, bring them to justice for what they did to your village, what they've done to Chet, what they did to Rook. Like, we can't just let him slip through our fingers now, not when we're so close.
Look, we've got a lot of wounded. And probably even more up at the base we need to recover. I don't think I could spare any men right now. Parker is interrupted by a voice from behind him. A woman steps through. Adam, would you like to introduce your new character?
Ooh.
So in front of you, you see, pushing through the crowd, a mildly wounded female human. She's sporting a long cloak with breast armor on, like breast armor underneath it. She's got a shield and a rapier in hand, and sporting the most beautiful mullet you guys have ever seen in your life.
I think it was going to be something.
There's always something.
What do you mean there's always something? She's beautiful. I want everyone, like, yeah. She wanders forwards. I heard that you are heading after the person who's in charge of this facility.
One of them.
One of them. I hold them responsible for the killing of my marshal. He was inside the facility when we came to recover you, and he was fallen by the Titan. If there is any way for me to find out who this person was, or at least go after the company, organization, group, whatever, then I would implore that you would let me join you.
Zero, looks at Ronan.
Right, looks at Zero. What are your qualifications?
I think she's probably capable enough, Ronan.
I can
She
vouch for
she
Alice
pulls.
here.
Yeah. Without,
She's
without needing to vouch, she pulls out her sword, puts her hand that is on her shield down the length of a blade, and it starts glowing with green flame.
Alice is one of my best fighters.
Are you a good tracker, Alice?
Not much of a tracker, more of a law enforcer, but I'm not scared of tracking through the wilderness. Many nights, me and Hansen spent out camping, watching bandit troops move through the area. Like I'm more inclined towards a people person and solving crimes or figuring out how crimes were committed in these local communities around these parts. But I would like to at least give my hand if possible.
Well,
She flicks her blade and it goes out.
issues.
Parker,
Yes, mate.
we're not going to be leaving you too short-handed if she joins us, will we?
No, that's fine. So if you're heading out in that jungle, we'll still be here for the next day or so. We're gonna wait till morning and scout out the base, see if we can't recover any more wounded. See what that Titan's up to.
Sorry, it is evening now, isn't it?
It is late in the night.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll head out in the morning as well. None of us are the trackers that Chet was, and I think if we try to pursue him tonight, I think we'll just be hurting our efforts.
Chet's sacrifice, mate, must not be in vain.
Well, I just think we'll have a better chance. He's on foot, and he's a halfling.
Exactly. Resting, I agree with.
Plenty of places to hide in the forest.
Alice,
Yeah.
just so we're clear, we're not just chasing down some halfling gangster. A very formidable spellcaster.
She kind of smiles. Don't worry, I have a few tricks up my sleeve too.
Well, just so we're all on the same page, I don't want you to be under any misconceptions about this. This
Well.
isn't your regular manhunt.
And I was just starting to get bored of the area. Let's discuss this maybe over a meal. Somewhere a bit more relaxing so I can tend to my wounds.
Yes, as with me as well.
Alright, so you guys long
Good
rest.
night.
There is a makeshift camp formed around the house beneath Ring of Steel. You guys can long rest.
Ciro will do what he can to kind of, treat the wounds of any house beneath people. Without burning through his spells. 'Cause I think we're gonna need those.
Yeah. Alright, so 8 hours later is 5 a.m.
Perfect.
You guys awaken before the sun and head out on the hunt.
What was the weather like overnight?
It is quite nice. 20 degrees. Scattered clouds, but mostly clear
It wasn't
today.
cold during the night?
Don't think it was... I think that is a pretty dramatic change from the last weather event, but... Too far up in the chat log to see.
I'm just trying to suss out if, who was it? If Jairus has, had to spend a night out in the cold, probably,
Nah, I think it was pretty temperate, so...
Alright.
I mean, the weather change happens at midnight, so... Alright, so what's the plan?
saddle up, you apes who wanna live forever!
I guess we got a spare horse now, don't we? Alice?
More than happy. I'll climb aboard.
Is the marshal around, Josh? Is he in his bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for Parker if he's awake.
Yeah, he's milling about the camp.
Right, it goes up to goes up to Parker.
Alright, Ronan.
Hello. If you happen to go back up to the castle, I spotted one of the guards with my swords. He body still happens to be there, and you have the ability to try retrieving them for me.
Oh yeah, them Adaran
very-
blades you were carrying.
Yes, precisely.
I'll keep an eye out for him, mate.
Appreciate it.
Parker.
Good luck.
Parker,
Walk away.
Yes, Alice.
I trust you'll look after Hansen.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him.
He deserves a well-respected burial.
We'll see what pieces we can find of him.
Holds out a hand.
Sticks his hand back out to receive the handshake.
They do the martial, pop, lock, grab, punch,
Yeah.
exploding hands. gives her a nod. Gives him a nod.
Keep your eyes peeled, Alice. This guy's dangerous.
She smirks and puts both her hands up in the air. Just, when have I ever led anyone wrong? Kind of just turns around and hops on the horse.
Alright. We'll see you
Zero,
for
like-
back
zero,
here,
like, cocks
assuming
an
we all
eye.
survive.
He's like, she's confident.
She sees you
You could
looking,
say.
gives you a wink.
Alright, Ronan, are you leading the tracking efforts?
Yeah.
So the other three are helping you, so roll a survival check with advantage.
Hang on, before you do.
Right, what?
Okay. Hands off the mouse.
Just looking, where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on Ronan.
Nice.
It's like
What's that do?
adds 1d4 to it's to a check of choice.
Ooh, very
So
nice.
roll a roll a survival check with
Roll
advantage,
and
and then add a
Uh-huh.
1d4.
then roll 1d4. 2.
Alright, so as the sunlight begins to creep over the top of the canopy of the forests, the forest wildlife begins to hum the tunes of the morning. The birds begin to tweet, small animals scurrying around. Ronan, you pick up the trail. You find first, leading from the cliff face at the base of the installation, a trail of blood leading through the forest. You track it back to the clearing where you buried Chet and continue onwards. Jarrus was in quite a rush. He made no effort to conceal his tracks. Between the footprints, rustled bushes, broken branches, the tracking is fairly easy. You are moving for about 3 hours. Are you guys just doing this on horseback, or are you...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Alright. About 3 hours, you move through the forest. Can I get perception checks, please? Ronan, with your finely tuned palate from all that coffee that you're huffing all the time, you pick up on a cool morning breeze blowing through the forest, and you smell a foul tinge on the wind. The sort of telltale smell of this aberrations, although it seems you recall Dr. Jarrus and his outfit particularly reeked because of all the time he spends in proximity with his experiments and that room full of vats of green liquid. You get a whiff of him somewhere close by.
He's close. I can smell him.
You smell him.
Mm. He has a particular pungent aroma. I picked it up on the wind. Everyone be ready.
Did
Alright.
Ronan have a good guess where like the source may be from the wind? I guess downwind will go.
Just the fact that you can smell him makes it apparent that he's nearby.
Okay.
So you guys, are you going to dismount or just carry on with the horses? You going to be sneaky? Or are
Ronan,
you going to be...
Ronan's gonna dismount sneaky.
Yeah,
Likewise.
I know that I am not sneaky at all. But so so Alice will stay in the back, possibly with Rook, because looking at his armor, he probably wouldn't be sneaking too
Clinky,
much.
clanky, clink.
Alright, group stealth check, go.
Oh god.
Alice.
I'm ready to fight. I'm not ready to sneak.
Where's his damn passive perception?
Josh.
Yes.
Rook has been tinkering with one of his the gadgets on his wrist.
Okay.
So that it no longer shoots the grease module.
Okay.
So it doesn't shoot grease anymore.
Okay. So you're just changing spell, memorize?
Yeah, I'm just changing some spells.
Yeah. Alright, so group stealth check. You did pretty good.
I did. Just ignore that one.
Not bad. Alice is clearly new to this kind of thing, but keeping her at the back with Ronan scouting ahead. It looks like, Ronan, you spot Dr. Jarrus. He appears to be awakening at a small camp he's set up in the forest and preparing to move for the day. And he doesn't seem to have noticed the four of you approaching.
He's just up ahead.
Excellent.
Get the positions.
Ronan, is it?
Yes.
Can I have your hand?
Certainly.
And she takes your hand in hers, and she casts invisibility on both of us.
Ooh. If I see them both disappear, I will reach out towards Zero, and I'll be like, "Hey, Zero.
What?
If they're doing that, wait, can I do this at? Because I only have second level. Can't hit both of us.
You're just gonna turn
cast
yourself
invisibility.
Oh, just showing off. Shame you can't cast it on
I
two
just
people.
prepared it. Yeah.
Oh, casting invisibility as a third level spell. Oh, if only.
Oh.
Third level spells? Oh.
Well, we'll get close. You guys sling rocks and spells from back here. Let's move.
All right.
Okay. So, Dr. Jarrus is positioned behind the tree over here. You guys can attempt to set yourselves up for an ambush.
Should we surround him?
Yes.
No.
Alright.
Like, we should stay where we are. You guys are invisible. You can go around if you want. But we just shouldn't move.
Do you want us to initiate the attack? Or shall we say, set ourselves up so as he runs past, we strike at him?
I think
We'll get close enough to attack. You guys get yourself into positions where you can provide.
if you can get close enough, just try
what-
and immobilize him.
Okay, let's get closer.
I'll also take a couple of steps forwards.
Wait, is he not behind this tree?
Yeah, he's behind that tree.
Can
Yeah.
Alice see him?
Yes.
Ronan's gonna move up to here stealthily.
So you passed your group check for him not to notice at this point, but I'm going off your stealth checks that you made individually for now. So invisible or not,
Okay.
he still might hear you.
Gonna move around until he's just in the line of sight of me.
Ronan's gonna get a bit closer.
Ciro will follow Rook.
Alright.
Creepy,
You
creepy,
hear-
creepy.
Ronan, you see him cock his head a little
Ronan leaps
as
at him.
Alice steps on
Steps
like some
on the blade
rubble.
or something.
You hear a crunch from some invisible person moving over. He turns around to see you leaping. He's like,
Isn't Ronan invisible?
oh, Ronan's invisible? Alright, well, he doesn't do that.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
does laugh. Still makes that laugh. He doesn't see Ronan, but he makes that laugh. Knowing that more victims have presented themselves for him. Everybody roll for initiative.
Ooh-wee. Alice is not rolling well tonight.
Oh, there was Ronan apparently.
Oh man, that's some rough initiative.
Well, it's only
Rough
one.
initiatives.
Lonely is an apt random word for
Oh
it.
man, I'm just gonna get. I should have used
Are
my
you?
bow. I don't have a bow anymore. Damn.
What an appropriate moniker it's assigned him.
Yeah.
Lonely. Okay. He sort of takes a few quick steps back, not being able to see his assailants, but knowing that you're somewhere there within the trees. He extends an arm out and points at something on the ground next to him. A vibrant green energy irradiates from his hands, and you hear the strange crunching and chittering noise. Over next to the tree, up on the ledge next to him, you watch in horror as you see what appears to be a scorpion.
Josh,
Yes.
can Alice see him casting the spell?
Yeah.
I'm going to do his reaction and cast counterspell.
Ooh.
All right, roll a. Can you ping counterspell in the chat for me? Roll.
I have.
Oh, okay, sweet. Roll a spellcasting
it's a third
ability
level
check. I assume it's your intelligence. Roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, it's an intelligence check, and if it's 3rd level or lower, it just gets disabled.
not.
But I presume it's higher.
Yeah.
Come on, this is the one. 25.
All right. You watch, still in horror, as it appears to be a scorpion over up on the ledge. It appears to be contorting and enlarging and becoming huge. Something after Alice reveals herself. Oh wait, does casting a spell break invisibility?
Yeah.
Alice reveals
Force my
herself,
hand.
extends, interrupts the magic, and all of a sudden the scorpion starts contorting and making a squealing, chittering noise. It like folds up onto itself and then just sort of collapses into a pile of chitin and green goo.
There will be none of that.
Very cool.
You fought us unfairly. It's now time for us to fight you unfairly.
How rude of you! All right. He sprints up behind a tree nearby. Rook, it's your turn.
How far away is he from me? That is a frustrating distance. Shit. Alright. I'm going to... That has a range of... Okay, cool. As I start sprinting forward towards him, I'm going to drop my Eldritch Cannon on the ground. Give it a little pat on the head. Get in, bud. 4, 5, 6. I'll get my Eldritch Cannon to fire a Force Ballista Bolt at him.
Roll a hit.
Where is it? Force Ballista. That is a 16.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Nice. Nice. 10 damage.
Damage. That'll do it. Plus
10.
10.
And I might cast... Should have done this first. That's alright. I might cast Confetti on him. Very fun.
Fairy fire.
Oh, right.
Sweet.
Like-
it has a range of 60 feet, so... Oh, no, you moved.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. All right, he makes a dexterity saving throw. He has failed with a 7. Your confetti, your purple confetti explodes all over him, sticking to him in a glistening display, making him shine with a purple radiance and easy to spot. 0.
I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him
Roll a hit.
with advantage, right? From your
Yep.
That's where I cast it. Nice.
Ooh.
That's hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Very nice.
Your guiding bolt streaks across the forest floor, striking him explodes with an even brighter radiance. Whoever attacks him next surely has advantage. Alice,
Double
is
advantage.
your turn.
Alice will cast Booming Blade on her... Oh, didn't mean to do that, but she casts Booming Blade on her sword and will charge forwards on a rapier and run her 30 feet to there.
When you cast Booming Blade, Adam, you attack at the same time.
Oh, really?
It doesn't
I thought it
last
just
until-
stuck.
No,
I thought
doesn't
it
last
attached to the
until
same.
next turn.
Okay, well then I just cast Screenfly Blade then, and so as I'm running, same things I showed you guys. Hand goes up the blade and it just turns into a green fire as I'm charging. Shield first. Sword out.
Renan.
Ronan's going to charge into combat. Am I still invisible?
Yes.
Cool. Well, I'm going to
So you
move
have
up here.
triple advantage.
Yeah. Now I'm going to attack. With advantage, apparently.
Triple advantage.
Triple advantage.
Sure, why not? I don't know.
Alright, that is a hit, followed by a hit with your kukris.
So that was my 2 attacks, and I'm going to use my bonus action to attack. Actually, no, I'm going to use my bonus action to spawn my echo. Boop. I said boop. Oh, damn it, my bad.
This is getting
like-
out of hand. Now
I
let's
like-
go with them.
I lied a little bit, sorry. Thank you. He's going to go here.
Cool. That's all?
Yes.
Alright, Ronan, you have advantage on initiative on round 2, and advantage.
Ooh, this is very nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Attack.
Alright, that is a hit for
and-
8 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my Unleash Incarnate to roll another attack.
You gonna make your second attack first?
Yeah, if you want me to do it that way, that's
part of the
fine.
same
I thought it was like
action, so-
every time I do it. Oh, okay, cool. I get you. Yep. Okay, now Unleash Incarnate.
Oh, a crit!
Yay!
Nice.
And then Action Surge.
Oh god.
Oh, another crit!
And then Unleash Incarnate again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's just full of short sword attacks.
Well,
Yep. That's sashimi. It's
Bonus
the
action.
power of Chet running through Ronan.
Oh, and my bonus section as well.
Oh,
Oh.
holy shit. You know,
yeah,
plus
leave
down
some
the
for the
damage.
rest of them, Ronan. Zero.
Holy
turn,
shit.
I'm gonna just
Spirit of Chet's
Zero's
with you.
gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
So DC 14 Wisdom
Ding
save.
dong,
please.
you are wrong.
He got a 9. Oh, 2d12.
Oh, bad rolls.
7 damage.
And then Zero's gonna move a bit closer. Up here.
All right, you see Ronan after you, appear in front of him with that anime noise, and shing, and then just a flurry of what was it, like 7 or 8 attacks, just death by 1,000 cutting him, and Zero tolling the dead on him. He sort of his eyes go wide. I assume at some point in the slashing, his goggles came off, and his eyes go wide with fear, and he stumbles back. He's like, "No, I will not be killed by you slimy rats." He charges his hands with his token black energy and lashes out at Ronan.
Oh, good. I mean, oh no.
Wow.
Ronan,
should be
make a
18, right?
Constitution saving throw.
You want to, just saying. As the victim of it twice now,
It's blight, right?
It's blight, yeah.
yeah. I was gonna wait, but anyway.
That's a pass. You pass by 1.
Nice.
Oh. So you take half of 35 damage. So you take 15, 16, 17 damage.
Oh,
As
my
you,
butt there.
you begin to, inside your armor plates, you feel your wood-like muscle system shriveling up as he's sucking the moisture and life out of you. All right, and frustrated by the fact that you don't just drop dead straight away. He's like, no, get away from me! He tries to jump. Ronan, you can make an opportunity attack.
Yes, I can. You're still with advantage, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm. In fact, jumps more into advantage.
Nice.
Oh, all right, you slash him across the back for 4 damage as he jumps away. He sort of hits the dirt in front of him and collapses. He sort of backs up and crawls like against a tree. He's like, no! Alice, it's your turn.
Alice walks up to where he was positioned, points her sword at him, and casts magic missile at level 2.
Oh shit! Yes.
4.
We need him alive though.
Oh, he's not alive anymore.
So that's
missiles
4d4. That's 4 times 4.
No, you roll
You have
each
to roll
missile
more.
separately.
I hit cast, and it only cast it once. So
Just hit.
I
You
don't
can
know what's
press the symbol in the spell entry. No, instead of casting the
Oh.
spell multiple times, you can press the dice roll on Foundry in the spell entry. You just press that a couple times.
oh, and
Oh my
I've
god.
just rolled 3 4s. I'll click it one more time because there you go. And there you go. Then a 2.
All right, Alice shows him no mercy. He points a sword into his face. There's this sound as this sloppy jib sound as the missiles impact on his body. He's like, he explodes into jibs against the tree. He's like,
What?
Damn.
Alice flicks her blade so that the green fly turns off, and shoots her weapon.
Well, shit, that was brutal.
Oh, job well done, I'd say.
Good
I
fighting.
was gonna taunt him, but
Zero's gonna move over to what's left of his corp. Yeah, is there anything left?
oh, you like rummaging through his jibs. All
Find
right.
it.
Well, no, not if it's just jibs. Then no.
No, you do find his pack is sitting nearby. Your handy haversack actually that he was running with,
That mother.
sitting against the ledge where you ambushed him. He didn't pick it up as he ran. So you have that back, handy haversack. But inside it, you do find he had stashed some of his own goodies.
Ooh, my favorite.
Ooh, what kind of goodies?
So
apple.
Apple. Trail mix. +2. It's got more raisins in it than it does the rest of it. That's a good trail mix. And those little yogurty squares. What are they? It's got more of them than nuts in it, yeah.
all right,
That was a
so
lot.
at first, sir, you reach into the you stick your arm deep into the handy haversack. Looking inside, at first you see what is clearly a thick tome that is left inside. Your expression of interest turns to horror as you withdraw it from the pack, and you see that the cover is made from tanned human or halfling or elf flesh, wrapped around this thick, heavy tome. It has some sort of strange runes carved into the flesh on the front. As you flick through the pages, the text inside seems to be a mix of, well, it seems to be mostly the text you recognize as from notes that you presented to Professor Mortis at the university. It seems to be written in the language of the Dalkir. But you do see common scattered throughout it. You can't discern its purpose. Well, in your present situation, like, you'd have to study it. That's it for now.
Yep. What is all of our money in the handy haversack, or is that's been distributed?
No, that was distributed amongst the garrison.
So all of the marshals and the marshals' men are going to find it, and you've now made a community rich.
There you go.
That's okay. I'm
Trickle
alright
down
with that.
economics.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, should I actually set my gold to 0?
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
You
that's
had so
brutal.
much.
I did. I had 1,200.
Oh yeah, we never discussed how much
Yeah, I
currency
thought
does
so.
Alice have.
Oh, that's a good question.
Did she loot? Oh wait, she didn't loot any of the bodies as they left.
Let
right?
me let fate let fate decide, huh?
Yeah. Ugh. Hold on, let me just use my powers and just roll over.
She has
8,000. Wow.
well,
Okay.
I'm not gonna stick 1,400 copper pieces in her pocket, so she has 160 silver and 30 gold. Sorry, 140 silver and 30 gold.
No, 60's already in there. I can't change it now.
That's fine. That's actually fine. Okay.
160 silver and 40 gold. Fantastic. So Alice will kind of like rest her right hand on where her rapier is in her pocket, in her, in the scabbard. We kind of put her left thumb in her belt, and just turn to Ronan. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, Chet
Yeah,
probably
he's,
softened it up for us.
Exactly. I did most of the work.
Chet did most of the work.
Rest in peace.
Zero will like say a little prayer for Chet. Now that we've vanquished his killer. Rest in peace, Chet.
May the light guide him.
All right.
Or was he a man of faith?
You could say that. Probably not a faith that you've heard of, but in his own way, I think he was reasonably devout.
To a certain... certain deity.
Yeah, he's currently.
Anyway.
He's currently continuously drowning with his god.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, he
Back to
is.
camp, I say.
Sorry.
Back to camp. See how Marshall's getting on. The Marshall.
Oh, okay. That was a fun adventure.
All right, you turn
Roll
around
out.
and trek 3 hours back through the forests. All right, you arrive back at the rally point in the forest at the base of the rock installation. You get back, there seems to be some new faces. Looks like Parker's expedition into the base was successful. There's more wounded scattered around. They seem to be saddling up, preparing to leave.
Alice rides, as soon as seeing this, Alice rides in closer. Just to, see if who else she knows survived.
Parker walks up to you and he's like, Alice.
Did you find him?
It's impossible, Alice. The Titan's still patrolling the roof. I'm sure there's too many pieces of him to bring back anyway.
Alice will look up at the facility. Ronan and Co.
Yes.
What do you think about taking on the Titan?
I think
feel
that's
like
a terrible idea.
A great shitty idea.
Yeah, unfortunately not that great, to be honest. I know from personal experience how tough they could be.
Fair enough.
Why? Why do you
what?
need to go back?
Who was it more than, I guess he was. I'm a marshal in these areas. Me and Hansen Hillhand, he and I, been traveling together for a number of years. He was kind of like my mentor in many ways and my teacher. Obviously, he did most of the tracking, and I accompanied him and made us, hidden and faster when needed. But he was one of the first to go upstairs. I witnessed him getting hit by that Titan before along with the others, we were dragged downstairs to stop fighting it. I just want his remains. He has no family. So, the least I could do is give him a proper burial.
I mean,
Is it
shit,
any of the
none of us got
pieces?
family, though. Do we?
No.
Nope.
She kind of looks down a little bit, scratches the back of her neck. Yeah, no, not much family.
I'm sorry, Alice. I really
Insight
wish we could
check,
help.
please.
Go for it.
Why you have such suspicious body language? Oh no, I don't actually ask her the
Okay.
hero's internal dialogue.
You do notice that she is
Uncomfortable
maybe
speaking
uncomfortable
about this.
uncomfortable about the subject.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Do I? Oh well, you can decide this yourself, Adam.
Hmm.
Does Zero think that she's like lying, or it's just a subject she doesn't want to talk about when she said she had no family?
bit of column A, bit of column B.
Okay.
Right. Well, I guess we might just have to leave his remains up there for the elements.
I know it's not
Yeah.
ideal, but
Well, we never really discussed funeral plans. But he was like a father to me. So I would like one day, put him to rest somehow.
If that Titan wasn't there, we would have a chance, but unfortunately, it's just too powerful for even us.
That's fair enough.
Parker, did
I
you find
understand
anything
it.
else while you were? Oh, sorry.
That's fun. Parker.
Did you find anything else while you were when you went back to the facility?
Not a lot.
Documents,
Actually,
evidence,
he-
ledgers.
He whistles and like makes a gesture over his shoulder. Another one of the soldiers walks over with a canvas. He unfurls it to reveal Ronan's blades inside. We found these in the courtyard, and some silly sob with a broken neck.
You
That was fantastic.
magnificent man.
But we didn't find much. We didn't go too deep. We recovered our wounded from the courtyard. A few from the bottom story, but we didn't want to alert a Titan. We got in and out, I think, without it seeing us. As long as that thing's
is your-
patrolling up there, I think there's a chance they'll come back. If they think it's
What's the-
secure. So I'm gonna
What's
leave
the
a scout
plan?
here.
It's dangerous to leave one so close to the village as well.
We're gonna head back to Ringbriar. Get our wounded transported to a Jurassic healing house.
Do you plan on doing anything about the Titan, or are you going to leave it there?
We
Can't just leave it up there.
there's nothing we can do about it.
Can we
Yeah.
gather any more reinforcements from local areas, or
Really.
did you send the call out to all the marshals?
Not without alerting the authorities. If these three think that the rest of House Deneath could be compromised, so not an option.
Right, well, I have a feeling it won't stray too far from its domain, as long as no one goes up there. Thank you again for getting my swords.
It was easy. He was already dead.
Thank you, Chet.
Yeah, how much hit points was he on when Chet?
Oh, he still had like 60 HP when Chet was showing down with him.
Okay, well, I'm glad that.
He's dead now.
Alright, well, what will you lot do?
Good question. I think we'll...
think
Zero's
we've
gonna
got
walk
business.
over to like their wounded. Who are the like most injured ones?
There is one really gravely injured man who managed to slip away from the Titan with you guys.
Oh, but basically, Zero has like 7 spell slots, so I'm gonna heal like the most grievously wounded people.
Okay. That's
In
remarkable.
order, in order of severity. And
Yeah,
I'll
I'll also
use
do that.
whatchamacallit. I'll like gather them all up, and I'll use Beacon of Hope so that they all get like the max possible healing.
By the end of the ordeal, Zero's sort of built up quite like a aura about himself. All the house beneath excoriates are all just like looking on in wonder. Hey, what? I've seen Jurassic doctors do worse than that. You're truly something special, Zero.
Look, guys, it's the least I could do. You really pulled us out of the fire there.
We should be getting back. We'll make sure Ringbrier's safe. We're gonna set up
Well,
defenses.
thanks to you guys, it will be.
Maybe. I think they'll be back.
Well, let's go.
Are you sure they're going to be back?
Where are you going?
Boy, back with you to Ringbriar. Can't really go anywhere else at the moment.
Well, didn't we see the airship fly off to Valkirk?
Wait, there's another facility?
Well, there's something there.
Well, we're gonna need supplies, and unfortunately, we have no money.
What makes you think they're heading for Valkirk?
We overheard them discussing it while we were imprisoned, and it's the best lead we've got.
What could they be doing there?
It's a good question.
Probably really evil, fucked up stuff.
Well, it's something that I'd like to find out. If you'd take me.
The way you fight, you're more than welcome aboard.
I know that's kind of out of the boundary of the care that the area I care for, but if there's more facilities or castles or whatever the thing was up on that hill, then I would like to contribute to stopping it. Obviously, you'll have to find a new marshal for the area.
I'm sure we can manage.
Thank you. Well, what's our plan then?
Parker's wife, Rin, steps forward. If you're heading to Valkirk, I have a friend there that may be able to help you. There's a harpy named Cirilla.
Okay.
Just tell her,
Cirilla?
tell her Rin sent you.
Got it.
Rin.
Any idea where in Ralkek?
She works as a songbird in town, wrangling the goblins and such. So she should be pretty easy to find. Just maybe check at the grist mill in the evening.
Thank you.
Look, we've got no lack
Okay,
of
I like
supplies.
character-
We lost so many last night. There's no lack of supplies, so we could sort you out. It's a long trip.
Well, thank you. Well, if that's the case, we should all head back to... Wait, do you mean supplies here or back in town?
Yeah, right here at the camp, mate.
Yeah, literally over there. And she points at the boxes. We brought this over here. We're
Crate
expecting
with,
Okay,
like,
just-
crate with like shining video game aura. It's like pick up supplies. Yeah.
So just quickly, right? Because the distance between where we currently are to Kirk is around 300 miles, right?
Uh,
Oh, we got no money.
Yes, it would appear so.
Yeah, we have no mile. No money
It
at all.
is 300 miles as the
Yeah.
crow flies, and if you're going like as close to the crow flies as you can, you'll have to loop around the Grey Wall Mountains past Sharat Col. So yeah, 300 miles. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Maybe about like close to 400 possibly. Because we're not going to be able to pass over the mountains, I wouldn't say. At least be tricky.
How much supplies do you reckon we need?
well,
How much can the horses carry?
Let
Another
me-
question. Point.
let me pull up my
Put it on the
trusty
side of the bag.
spreadsheet.
Oh,
That's gonna take us so long. Oh, it's about 2 weeks. Just a bit over 2 weeks, probably. Maybe 3.
that's the great thing about the power of the imagination. We can just... Oh, now we're here.
All right, miles.
Oh, God.
300 miles. Mounted. Will take 7.5 days.
Easy.
Well, that's super easy. All right. Saddle up and lock and load.
Alright, so yeah, they set you up with enough rations and water to last us 7 days. Rin steps forward again as you're leaving. Listen, you'll be passing by Sharat Col. It's Kobold territory. They scare pretty easy, but the warlord at Sharat Col, do not underestimate him.
Thanks for the advice.
He goes by the name Kethelrax the Cunning.
All right. Well, thank you again, Parker, Rin. I wish we could repay you somehow.
No need,
Yes,
mate.
thank you for everything.
We were paying you,
And
mate.
thanks for the sword.
And keep us posted, eh?
Well, I mean, does the kid have another one of those fancy rocks?
Yeah, I still got the shiny one, the blue one.
Well, I can give you this one if you like. And I will pass him one of my sending stones, which I still have.
Cool.
We can keep in touch. Once a day, we can send messages to each other.
Alright, too easy. We'll consolidate ourselves and I'll try and put some subtle tendrils forth into Hastaneath and see if I can get any bites.
Be careful, friend.
You too.
Be careful.
This den of thieves goes deeper than you could imagine.
You ever grist before?
No.
Any?
Oh, it's fantastic. You'll love it. Bye. Alright, you part ways.
Cue traveling music.
And you move northwest. Do you have any traveling music? I need traveling music. Here we go.
I can have some traveling music if you like.
Yeah, hit me with some traveling music. So your first 2.5 days of travel pass by without incident as you make your way through the Skyraker forests. At dusk on the third day, you finally reach the edge of the forest, and in front of you, it gives way to sort of open plains, and then up ahead, you see the Grey Wall Mountains stretching up like titans up to the north. The clouds gathered around the tips of the tops of the mountains. Every now and then you see some flying beasts passing by in the distance like ants. You head directly west. Another day. Eventually the plains give way to rocky badlands as you enter the southern tip of the Grey Wall Mountains and begin to traverse through them. Because it becomes a bit more slow going. Sometimes you have to dismount and lead the horses.
Where, as we're going through these rocky hills, I'm sure we've got plenty of time to speak, but Alice will ask, and say, "Well, where exactly are you guys from, originally? I know very little about you."
Well, always been born and bred Shan I was, but doesn't look like we're going back.
Huh.
Not
Why
that I
wouldn't you go
want to.
back?
It's a long story, but Shan's done me dirty, that's all.
Never visited a big city myself. Occasionally gone to Moonwatch, and thought about going to Gala Spire, but
Not bad once you get over the amount of people there.
no, I can imagine.
And the
Okay,
smell.
Yeah, depending the area where we live is quite nice now.
Oh, you have
Change
property
my
there?
perspective on Sean.
Yeah.
Oh well, we have a.
We
Yep.
had property last time we
Yeah.
last time we took a little trip away from the city. It got requisitioned from it.
I didn't know there was a thing that was allowed to be done.
Well, let's just say we didn't buy it. We were gifted it,
Oh, right.
and that gift was taken back when we left.
Just kind of stops. It just sounds like you never really owned the place to begin with.
Well, we never said we owned it.
I suppose. Is it like a company thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
It's,
right.
yeah, the kid has connections.
What do you mean by connection?
I love it.
Family?
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't say family.
Our family in a word, in a way.
I mean, technically family, I suppose, but
Yeah.
I've left all those connections behind.
Well,
Kind of chuckles
never
at that.
say never. So has anyone here been to Ralkek?
Man,
I
I've
mean,
never
nope.
left Brayland.
Yeah, this
If I
is my
take
first
one more
steps out
step,
of the broader. I think I've heard that in a book.
Well,
Common now.
uncharted
book.
waters for all of us.
Can I
What
get...
about you, Alice?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, continue. No,
No,
continue.
it's fine.
No, continue. No, continue.
You said something, Ciro?
Well, what about you? Why are you Well, you're a marshal for whom?
The local area. So, look, after the war, there was a lot of people who were scarred from what they saw. A lot of people, deserted during the battles, and they couldn't see any other way to make a living, so they became brigands and mercenaries. And so when I left home, and I became a marshal with my carer. Well, not really carer, like Hansen. Hansen took me in. He was like the local sheriff. He used to come in every now and again and ring Briar.
So you're from Ringbriar?
Yes, originally.
And so where were you when Parker assembled you guys to rescue us?
Out in the field. Somewhere. We were near Skyraker Forest, like we were just on the outskirts, tracking a band of kobolds that had started stealing from a local farm. Like, easy stuff. Usually we just sent out there mainly to scare them off. But we got a message sent to us, and we decided to come help. thought it was in the best interest of the area. We heard about was a bad stuff going on inside that forest, and some sort of facility that was killing the river source at least, like, and a lot of people in his town getting sick. So we decided, no, this is the right thing to do as guardians of this small county.
Well, thank you.
Very honourable.
She kind of puffs out her chest a little bit. She's like, yeah, She kind of combs down the back of her mullet.
Well,
I presume she's trying to stick to the back of the group at the moment, like as in like a backwatch. Yeah.
Josh,
Hmm.
have we gone past Shadow Lock Keep yet? Sorry.
I don't think we ever got close to it, did we?
No, you won't go
Wait.
close to it.
We want
Wanna
to
go close to it?
No.
Quick raid.
So we
You
yeah,
come out.
great.
You come out of the forest and just go like that way.
Cool. All right. So it's not big enough to see from afar, isn't it? So anything
No,
like
no,
that?
you're really far away from it.
Cool.
While we're traveling, I'd like to. I've made these little sensor spikes that can sense when they can sense each other, and if anything passes through it,
Mhm.
an alarm goes off.
Yep.
So whenever we're camping, I would like to cast alarm a bunch of times just around the camp.
Alright. Does that have the same as the last time you cast it? Does it go, hello, hello, hello?
Danger, danger, danger.
I'm in danger.
You shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Warning: trespassers will be shot.
Survivors will be shot again. And if you're an innocent bystander who happens to be walking past, you might also be shot. Depending if Rook is awake or not.
I don't have a gun,
Oh, but you got your magic rod.
and I have a thing that can shoot magic bolts.
Yep.
Can I get knowledge history checks?
Oof.
Knowledge
have to be
history
trained
is
in it?
good.
No, you don't have to be trained at it.
Who rolled the one? Ah.
No one.
Nobody.
Why was there a
Right.
one on the feet? There was just a one. It doesn't matter.
Alright, so having never any of you traveled to Drum, but Alice living the closest to it, fills you in about the nation of Drum during the first few days of travel as you near the borders of the Grey Wall Mountains. The Drum was once territory that belonged to the nation of Breland, and late during the last war, seemingly out of nowhere, the beast races of Drum, the orcs, the goblins, the kobolds, the trolls, the ogres, the harpies, the medusas, and a whole range of other races were all united under one banner somehow, by a group of 3 hags that refer to themselves as the Daughters of Sorakel. An organized army of armored trolls bolstering well-organized orcs appeared at Stonejaw Keep, which was once known as, I think, if memory serves, the Westfall or something like that when it was owned by Breland. The army appeared at the gates. A battle ensued, and a few survivors of the garrison were left alive as the army assembled in front of them after the battle, and the hags declared that everything west of the Grey Wall Mountains now belonged to the nation of Drum, and that they should flee back to Breland and tell their leaders. And that's exactly what they did. King Borinel was not going to be so easily deposed of his lands, and dispatched forth a group of riders, powerful warriors, to try and drive back the forces. No man from that force lived, and there is no records and no tale of the last battle of the riders. And following that, King Borinel pulled all of his forces back from beyond the Grey Wall, And although Drum has never been recognized as an official nation, everything west of the Grey Wall now belongs to the Daughters of Sorakel. Vralkek is one of the handful of metropolitan hubs, often visited by members of other nations. Vralkek itself, a port trading hub. Ships often travel between Vralkek and Shan and the rest of Corvair. And the beast races of Dram have organized themselves into quite a formidable civilization. It's not quite understood how the Daughters of Sorakel managed such a feat. Somehow they managed to solve the food problem when an entire nation is carnivorous and has a very low grasp of agriculture.
And how convenient when a whole army of men gets thrown at you.
But to this day, Drum continues to consolidate its powers, and everybody wonders what the Daughters of Sorakel are planning next for their nation.
How recent was
The
the annexing of this area?
It was roughly 25 years. Give me a sec. I have my Exploring Eberron book by Keith Baker right in front of me with a handy,
Shameless plug.
with a handy timeline in the front. So, a trio of hags, it was in the year 986 YK, and it's currently 998 YK, so it was only about 12 years ago when this happened. And then King Boronel pulled everyone out in 987 YK. And then the daughters of Sorakel actually presented themselves in 996 YK at the Treaty of Thronehold. They arrived uninvited and demanded that Dram be recognized as one of the new nations seceding from the original five, but they were refused.
Of course.
On top of that, probably one other tidbit of information you would know is that the Venomous Domain, wherever that is not on the map.
Well, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
There is a place called the Venomous Domain, which is a... Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure it's not on the map because I think it's hidden. It is cloaked. Venomous Domain is a city within Dram, founded by humans and tieflings that immigrated from the Shadow Marches and the Demon Wastes. A
real destination.
A powerful magical civilization that is flourishing within the borders of Dram and powerful allies of the Daughters of Sorakel.
Yeah. I'm still very excited to go to the Demon Wastes.
Please don't.
Why not?
Right, so... day 3.5. You are traversing a crag in the southern tip of the Grey Wall Mountains. And just changing the ambience from forest.
To rocks.
Yeah. Rocks. Midnight Desert.
This was the main theme I had for when we did Humblewood. It just gives me memories of Humblewood.
So traversing a deep crag turns into a canyon, sort of roughly 30, 40 meters high on each side, narrow, perfect place for a trap. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Ooh.
61. 19.
some new music is about to kick in.
No.
Would you like that?
That was nice, yes. Alright, so who got good perception? Rook. You guys are trotting along through this canyon, and Rook, all of a sudden you swear you can hear screaming in the distance. Very, very frantic, high-pitched screaming.
You guys hear that?
Hear what?
Someone's making a. Someone's making a racket. Oh! That! Can you hear that?
Up above, there's a nobody else looks up. Everyone else sees some strange, fast-moving shadow coming towards you. Rook, up above, you see what appears to be a kobold with wings. Sweeps past you over the top of the canyon and drops a rock. A large rock down on your heads. Where's the roll to hit? Oh, there it is. A 23 to hit at... Zero. You take 9 bludgeoning damage as this large boulder strikes you from above.
Ah, fuck!
Alice instantly grabs her shield and puts it above her head, flicks her sword.
Oh, what? Is that a bolt?
Can't be. It has wings.
You see him
So what
pass
did you
by.
call it?
You hear the high-pitched screaming again, Rook, and he does a second pass, but he's got empty hands
He's
this
coming
time,
back.
and he looks like he's kind of out of control. He's like spiraling through the air up above, this time just heading straight in a straight line down the canyon. You get a better look this time. He seems to have some sort of canvas apparatus on his back, and he's just twirling out of control. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah! He flies past, and there's like a poof of dust up on the top of the canyon. He's like, ah!
Well,
That was
Wow.
pretty good.
Are you alright, Zero?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right.
Well, I guess
Well.
we should be a little bit carefuler, maybe.
They did tell us to be careful of the kobolds.
Yeah. The bolts can be...
I've never seen one with wings before.
how
Whoa,
far away did he land, Josh?
It'd be a rough climb to get up. He's like up on top of the crevice that you guys are in.
But could I get within 120 feet of him without having to climb?
No. You couldn't get line of sight on him without having to climb.
Well, I don't need line of sight.
Assuming he's still alive. Oh,
Well, I was gonna
a message.
send him a
Message
yeah.
doesn't need light of effect though, so you can try and send a message to him.
Yeah, I'll send my little mechanical bird up there and be like, "You're right, bro."
My leg.
Why'd you?
My leg is broken. Hang on. I'm going to try to stand on it. Here we go. 1, 2, and then he runs out of words from the message.
And then we
Do
just
we
hear...
hear-
And then
we
you
hear
hear,
a squeal?
and then you hear another shriek from up above. It's like, "Ah!"
I'll
Alice
send him a
points her
message
sword
again.
towards the creature and says, should I?
What?
No. Let's
Oh. Okay,
let's not be too hasty.
I suppose.
We probably shouldn't be making enemies with the kobolds if we want to travel through their territory.
We should probably help him.
Yeah, I'll send him a message and ask him if he needs help.
Please, get friends, get friends, get friends for Regis.
Regis.
Egypt? What?
Up ahead in canyon, get friends.
Worry not, little kobolds. We shall come
Why should
back.
we help him? He just dropped a rock at our heads.
Unintentional, probably.
Why'd
You
you
just
drop
seem
a
to have
rock at our
control.
heads?
Well, we can ask him when we get up there.
Don't
We need to go get his friends.
I can ask
No,
him
we'll-
right
we'll-
now. Oi, why'd you drop a rock on our head?
It was a
That's-
warning shot. Parlay.
fuck? I'm
You say
all
it's
about
100,
this energy.
120 feet up, Josh?
No, it's roughly like 40 feet. 40 meters.
Ah.
So whatever that is in feet. So 3.
120 feet.
120.
It's 120 days, 120 feet.
Fancy rope.
What?
You still have that handy rope.
Yeah, but it will only get us halfway there.
What a
Well,
really
you
good
can stop
idea.
and untie them.
Alright,
Is
I'll
it,
get.
is it worth the effort of going after this creature after it attacked us?
Well, if we heal him, maybe he'll give us a bit of information about the area.
We are going in blind here.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a trap. He sounds genuinely hurt.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of a trap. It was more that. Anyway, sure. Let's go get it.
Well, Ronan's gonna try and climb up.
Yeah,
I will give you my weapon
120
climbing
feet.
to use.
Alright, cool.
Here, Ronan. Zero gives Ronan his Featherfall token.
Alright.
Ah,
Right,
thank
as
you.
you throw the rope up and it fixes itself. Was it 50 feet? The rope?
Yeah, when it's knotted 50 feet to give advantage.
It fixes itself. Roughly 50 feet up. Ronan, as you're preparing to climb, you see a little kobold head dip over the edge, up in the distance. He's like,
I think I'm okay. Ow! Oh,
Is your leg broken?
it's all bendy. The bone is
Do you-
sticking out.
Do you want us to fix it?
I think I can fly.
he sort of just rolls off
you
the
can't
edge.
fly, Cabal can't fly.
He rolls off the edge. He's like, he just doesn't take. There's no updraft or anything, and this kobold just crashes into the rocks in front of you. There's in a just bone.
Any time to catch him?
What?
Is there any time to catch him?
Oh, you can attempt to if you want.
Yeah, I'll show.
Roll a dexterity. Athletics. Make it an athletics check.
Alright.
Alice is just leaning on like the front of her horse, leaning forwards, just watching this.
Oh, nice. All right,
20.
Ronan, you jump in front of him and catch him like a NFL receiver. He just crashes into you. You take 2 bludgeoning damage from the impact.
Ow. This mother.
Seems like it's more effective as the missile than the missile itself.
Oh, oh. Regis is hurt.
It's okay, Regis. I have you now.
Climb down with the body. I mean, the victim.
Take Regis to friends, please. Don't kill Regis.
We won't kill Regis, but
we
will
can,
friends kill us? Holding Regis?
No, Regis, make sure friends be nice.
Insight check, please. Is he telling the truth?
Oh, I'm gonna do an insight check as well.
He seems legit.
Oh, fuck. That was so close. Damn it.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him and heal him, or at least heal the worst of it.
Alright. All of a sudden, you hear heavy footsteps rounding the corner of the canyon up ahead. Dish, dish, dish. And you hear some sort of other strange rabble over the top of it. Some sort of high-pitched arguing.
I just look at Regis, so like, your friends?
Oh, yeah, that's friends.
You can hardly believe your eyes as up ahead on a 10-foot high ledge, what appears to be a flying boat carrying 4 kobolds is
Boat.
just a boat. Yes, a wooden rowboat carrying 4 kobolds just appears to be hovering as it appears up on the top of this 10-foot ledge. But then you realize it's not hovering. It is strapped to the back of an enormous ogre. who's carrying the kobolds as a howdah.
Now I've seen everything.
You really got to zoom into this one to appreciate it. We got
Oh my god. Well done.
the ogre at the front, the kobold at the front, he has like this flaming red skin you've never seen on a kobold before, this military garb on.
Stand and deliver! You are trespassing on the territory of Catarax the Cunning! Surrender and drop your weapons! And it'll be a good day for all of us!
We helped your friend.
What?
He was hurt and we helped him.
Regis, Regis.
Ronan holds Regis up like the start of the Lion King. You see there's two other winged kobolds in the back of the howdah. It's like, there's like bury their like face palm their hands. It's like,
Oh, of course, we've got another fucking village idiot
Why do you
character.
do this to us every time, Josh? Can't we have like a fucking sick call every that comes along? Is it the butt of all the jokes?
Why is it always Jar Jar Binks?
You sick human degenerates! You've killed Regis!
No, he's alive. Ronan, shake him. See? He's alive. We
Alice.
took care of him. Regis, tell them we took care of you.
They took care of Regis. Regis is okay.
See? We're all
Perhaps
good.
we can come to some parley.
Parlay sounds good.
Send forth the representative to parley.
there's like this confused look between the four of them. They all look at each other like, You see, you get a good look as they've sort of, the ogre is sort of tilted forwards now to give you a good look into this boat on his back. There's the military garbed kobold who seems to be the leader. Two more of the kobolds in the strange canvas apparatuses on their back. And another kobold, he seems to be covered in all manner of strange items. He's holding a small cage, small like mesh cage that seems to be full of some sort of flying beetles or something buzzing around angrily on the inside. He's holding a stick with what appears to be an angry beehive teetering from the back of it, just swinging around. And all manner of small wooden boxes and bottles and jars hanging, all full of all sorts of creepy crawlies. They're all like shoving each other and like pushing back and forth. It's like,
You negotiate now? You're a fearless leader. You're supposed to be fearless leader.
yeah, the three of them sort of shove the red one. He's like, ah! He rolls out and off the edge of the boat, and Ogre like catches him, so and like sits him onto the ground.
Gentlemen,
He waddles over to you guys, sheathes his sword, puts his hand on his hips, and like puffs out his chest in like a real little man syndrome pose, and he's like,
By order of Catarax the Cunning, and the power invested in me by the Lord of this land, you will come with us to parley.
I thought we were parlaying here.
yeah.
roll a diplomacy check.
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion, sorry. We've been playing Pathfinder.
Pathfinder's fun.
Ugh. Oh.
All right, well, you must pay our toll.
What's the toll?
He quickly, you see, like, rubs his chin. He starts, like, his eyes start, like, washing over all of you. He's like...
Because I heard that the toll was,
Not dying.
like it was a tax on the amount of money you were bringing in. And because we have no money, so we don't have to pay the toll.
Roll another persuasion check.
Sure.
He goes cross-eyed for a second. He's like,
How about snack? Do you have snack?
We do have snacks. What's your favorite kind of snack? So I've got these, and Zero's gonna like turn around so that his back is to him. And then like cast Good Berry and like turn around with them. Like, these, really good. Feed you for a whole day, just one berry. Try one. And I'll hand him one, for free. Because you're my friend.
He like sticks his little clawed hand out to receive the good berry and like puts it in his gob and is like chomping away on it, like the lizard no lip style, and it's like, oh. You see, it starts rubbing his belly. He's like, oh, oh.
This okay?
Another?
This all we have, and this will be the toll.
Don't tell the others. Just give them. Quietly give them to our fearless leader here.
And this will be the toll.
This will be
Isn't
the toll.
Regis watching?
Regis is watching.
Okay.
I hand them over. For you. I wink at him. And then do like the...
He tips them all back into his gob and he's like, and just like a few seconds, he's like,
You have poison. Regis.
No.
They've poisoned me.
No, it's not poison.
you hear his stomach rumbling a deep bass. It's like,
I did say you should only have one every day.
Oh, I feel good.
you hear the rumbling again. It's like, he's like,
I want to do a medicine check on him.
do a medicine check.
Assess what
assess.
what kind of ailment we're dealing with here.
The rumbling happens again. You realize it's not coming from his stomach. It's coming from further back down the canyon.
Oh,
I just pushed him to the side.
the ogre's ears perk up and he sort of turns around a second. He turns around so violently and knocks the other 3 kobolds inside the boat like off their feet in it. It's like, he turns back around and he's like, Boss! It's Stampy! The ogre jumps down off the ledge. It's like,
Oh no!
He reaches up into the boat, grabs the 2 winged kobolds, and throws them like paper planes. It's like, yeah! They fly up, up onto the, they disappear above the cliff face. Then he runs forwards, like, scoops up the leader, like, throws him into the boat, and runs at you 4. And, like, you think he's attacking you, but he just sort of, like, brushes the 4 of you aside and just keeps running down the canyon in the direction you guys came from. Then, up ahead, you guys are just utterly confused about what happened. Regis is like,
no, don't leave Regis!
And you hear like this rumbling grow louder and louder. And then you hear a bone-chilling roar echo up the canyon from behind them. Dish, dish. A enormous 25, 30-foot high T-Rex appears in the crag up ahead, just rampaging towards you.
Can I cast something?
Zero runs back and gets on his horse.
Can I cast something?
We're gonna roll for initiative in a sec.
Oh no!
Ronan's got a stain.
Yeah, because I'm hurt.
Well, we've been resting for several days. Shouldn't you have been healed?
Wait,
back?
Yeah.
What did he say? What did the ogre say before?
He yelled out,
It's Stampy!
He said it's Stampy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oops. I rolled for initiative, my bad.
Excuse me 1 second, I forgot to import the T-Rex earlier.
That's fine. We don't have to do this combat.
No, cool. Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
we
that's
Alright, look, Josh, it's alright,
magically.
we'll just brush over this. It was a mistake. The kobolds didn't know. actually a stampede of love.
Oh, sorry,
That's,
I have
I
a
get-
Tarask prepared.
Oh no! I'm gonna turn to my 3 fellows and be like, "Are we fighting or are we running?"
Are we on horseback, or is this too craggy to?
No, you are leading the horses at this point.
Do horses count as medium-sized creatures?
Large, I think.
They are large, yeah.
Damn.
What do T-Rex count as then? Extra large?
Huge.
Oh my god.
It's alright. They take up 3d6 room. I mean 3 by 3 square room.
Hmm.
They take up 12 by 12.
Oh, that makes sense actually. Why did I memorize different spells? That's not how big they are.
That's a T-Rex size, yeah.
No, it's not. It's huge. Yeah, that's it. See that circle there? With the T-Rex bear?
That's what it
how
looks
big
like.
I literally was about to try and build something, and then yep, no, it's there.
Precious.
Alright, roll for initiative. Except for Ronan, he's already rolled.
Do I not need to roll again?
I got you.
I
Bees.
am an idiot and did not have my thing selected.
Okay, I did that
You did.
before. One step.
You got an 8, I got
Oh,
you.
his name's Precious.
No, his name's Stampy.
Mine says Precious.
Yeah, I know, but his name is Stampy.
I think technically that is an Allosaurus. But we'll let
No,
bygones be.
Allosaurus doesn't have the fins on its head, man.
I thought it did
What?
have the pins on its head.
Aren't you an Allosaurus?
Ha! I cast Fireball on my person.
Alright, Zero, you have initiative.
Fuck this shit, man.
Magumbo! Get it? Because it's Stampy?
I get the reference.
I don't.
Time to go! Zero gets on his horse. Or will I be able to ride through this canyon?
It will be dangerous.
I'm gonna get on my horse. And I'm gonna try follow the ogre.
Alright. I'll let you move over to
Oh
that.
god, Alice is gonna get to us first.
Are you
Sarah, you're bleeding.
Oh.
I'm
Stop
bleeding, making me the victim.
D-
Oh yeah, 'cause I got hit in the head with a fucking rock.
Uh-oh.
Alright. The T-Rex, spotting you 3 standing there, goes into a rage, charges down the canyon at you. Dish, 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 dish. Alright,
Why don't you have T-Rex sound effects prepared for us?
it makes a bite attack at Ronan.
Oh.
A 21 to hit. Ronan, you take 24 piercing damage, and I need
Oh.
a target is me. Oh no, it's not a check. You're just grappled. You are grappled and restrained as it scoops you up.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is a T-Rex thoroughly disappointed when he doesn't taste flesh?
We'll find out. But then it lashes out with its tail at Alice. Sort of like runs in, scoops up Ronan, and then sort of turns to the side and swings its huge tail at Alice. Your cloak just kick in all the time, or is...
It's constant, so it's a disadvantage.
Should have picked the item for you. All right. All right, 24 to hit, Alice. You take 33 damage. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong attack there.
Oh, okay.
That was another bite. You take 27 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Alice is not left out.
Already?
Is not.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't think we never sat down and rolled the hit points,
Blood.
but that's fine.
It should have just gave you average of the levels, shouldn't it? Yeah.
It gave me the average of the levels and it wasn't the best. Yeah, no. Alice definitely fucking felt that.
Gadoosh. Alice, it's your turn. Roll save against death.
Oh, no, I'm not knocked out. I got 5 hit points.
Ah.
You did 27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocked out. I got 5 hit points. I can hear rolling. Alright, what is Alice going to do? What the fuck is Alice going to do? This is fucked. Okay.
Fly,
Alice
you
is-
fools!
Alice is going to, she's got a sword out. She's going to start whipping it around. And as she whips it around, you almost hear like a whistle come from it as she enacts her blade song. Which, ooh, yeah, there you go. I get 1. I've sent it through. Oh wait, no, it doesn't work because I'm wearing medium armor. Don't worry. Ignore that. But I'm back to anyway, because I'm actually faster, so I get an extra 10 feet of speed, which I want. Holy shit! I actually have no idea what to do.
Run away.
I guess so. Cast invisibility on myself and get the fuck out of there. Yeet!
All right. Ronan's list of allies are growing short. Overhead, you hear the squealing of multiple kobolds that just seem to be whizzing around on their canvases, being carried by updrafts of heat. They both sweep over the top of the T-Rex, like, yeah! They both drop rocks at it. Going on there. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Jizzlefizz. Weird kobold drops rock. 1 rock, 2 rock.
Red block, blue rock.
At 13. 1 rock hits, the other one. 1 rock hits and sort of just strikes a T-Rex. The T-Rex doesn't even notice this boulder hitting it and bouncing off, but the other one just gets it right in the cranium and inflicts 7 damage. Sort of slightly painful for Ronan as it sort of bites down on him a little harder as it hits. And Rook, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna step across and try and jump up and slap Ronan while it's in his mouth to cast invisibility on him.
Okay. All right. You reach up and
I don't know if it's gonna help.
slap Ronan's dangling leg and make him turn invisible in its mouth. Now there's just white alchemical fluids dripping out of an invisible Ronan in its mouth.
Sad
And I'll bonus action twist my little knob to protecty form and drop the protector bot. Oh, what have I done? Here. And everything's on different pages. Protector. Whoops. That's just 11. I don't know why it's an attack. 11 temp HP.
All right.
Ronan.
You did then run for it.
I did.
All right. Makes an opportunity attack with its tail. A 16 to hit. You duck
That's not
underneath
hit.
it and it slams against the cliff wall.
Shit!
Ronan, it's your turn.
Well, this is unfortunate. Man, everyone's just
Left you
cool,
again.
guys. Yeah, just left me again. That's cool.
I wanted to try
Uh,
something cool, but you were grappled.
I want to try and ungrapple myself and then leg it as soon as I hit the ground. Pretty much.
Reroll
So-
an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Let's go with athletics, I believe. Oh, 22.
Well, that is a success. You sort of like brace yourself and push upwards against its jaws and then slip out.
Am I able to make a move action?
Yes.
I'm going to chase after Rook. So I guess there. Oh, whoops. I can't. Oh, there's a wall there apparently.
Just move in two different lots.
Selected there. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and as a bonus action, can I use my second wind?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, start of the next round. Alice, you have initiative.
Alice is completely invisible
Oh, nice.
and can run 80 feet.
Plus your level, Josh.
Nice.
So Alice is going to proceed to run in a straight line, dragging a horse, 80 feet. Wherever that is off the map.
Alright. Alice leaves. Zero.
Yeah, Sirius is gonna keep riding.
Zero leaves. Rodin.
Yeah, guess Ronan leaves as well, since that's what we're all doing.
Alright, the two kobolds pick up rocks off the cliff tops and do another attack run over the top. Oh, pretty good. They both hit.
Lads.
1 kobold, 2 kobold, they drop rock.
I like it.
Alright, and the T-Rex rampages forwards. Making a tail attack at the spider bot as it passes by it.
Don't you fucking dare.
At 25 to hit and 24 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
I think it's just
I
hanging in
don't
there
think
by
I
1
killed it.
HP.
It's on 1 health, yeah.
Gadoosh! And then rampages forwards. Ronan left, so Rook, you are alone. Makes a bite attack.
Hang in there.
26 to hit. You take 31 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Me or Rook, sorry.
Rook, you've left the map.
Alright.
You're out.
Cool.
And Rook, you are grappled inside of its grasp.
Oh god.
We've been here before, boys.
Rook, it's your turn.
I just need to read the text of this spell. Ah, damn, that doesn't help. Okay, I can't do that. If I'm half inside it, fuck it, YOLO.
You should detach one of your arms and then like use it to prop its mouth open and then run away.
I don't think I have the strength to prop its mouth open if it's biting me. I would like to cast Reduce on it.
Alright. Can you speak it in the chat for me? Alright. What sort of save is it?
Con.
On? Alright, makes a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
I got a 6. It
Yes!
shrinks down to large size and you pop out of its jaws.
I'll use my bonus action to move my Eldritch Cannon to here and activate it. Give myself 9 temp HP. And then I'm gonna try and... I can't outrun it. Is this guy's still right here, right?
He's a bit further.
Or they run away?
Yeah, they're still running.
I'm gonna try and hide in these bushes here.
Keep absolutely still. His vision is based on movement.
Yeah.
roll a stealth check.
Oh! 16?
Is it a disadvantage with your armor?
No, because I upgraded from...
Oh, you got a breastplate?
That good breastplate now.
Oh, nice. All right, 16 versus his passive perception. All right, let's see what happens. All right, it is his turn. He continues to rampage past you, Rook. Yeah, it doesn't see you jump into the bushes. He just stampedes down the crevice. Double pissed that someone just shrunk him, which will also like interrupt the process of shrinking. Interrupted his like senses, and he just keeps stampeding past you. Up overhead, you hear a kobold cry go out. He's like, no! You see a series of rocks, boulders, collapses down the edge of the canyon. The T-Rex looks up, he's like, as all these rocks fall down and crush the mini T-Rex. It's like, there's a cloud of dust goes out.
See you later.
Hides your sight for a second, and then the dust settles. There's a bloody pile of boulders. And from up ahead, you hear Kobold cheering up over the top of the cliffs, like, yeah! The ogre, Howder appears. The ogre ran off in a separate direction from the rest of the party. Walks up to you, Rook. He sort of towers over you.
I'm still in the bush.
You didn't beat their passive perception, so they know where you are. It's like there's a trail of blood leading into the bush too.
Sorry, I'd just like to comment that I love that there is an actual picture of what you described before, but with goblins. I just noticed that. Ogre.
He towers down over you, Rook, like leads close. He grabs the leader kobold from up in the howder and puts him down in front of it. He's like,
"Oh, hail, the hero of Sharad Crags, Metal Boy!"
The kobolds all start cheering. They're like, yeah! We couldn't have done it without. We couldn't have slayed.
We couldn't have slayed the Stampy without you, boy.
I didn't really do much though.
He's like,
Nonsense, you'll have to come back to Sharad Call with us for a celebratory feast.
Do I have a choice?
he just reaches down his huge hand down to pick you up, and like grabs you and then makes a motion to put you up in the boat with the kobolds. Like, yeah, geesh.
Alright, I'll let it happen.
The other kobolds,
When I get out there, I'll do the "how y'all doing, fellas" look.
The other kobolds are like, like clapping their hands in front of you. The leader's still like holding his stomach as he gets put back in the boat with you. He's like, oh. And the ogre begins to trot off down the canyon towards Sharad Col.
Guys?
And we'll tune in next week. The next episode of Eberron Sins of the Past.
They've taken Rook to Charlotte.
They're taking the kid to Charlotte. Cole. Cole.
Oh, good search, boys.
But yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm liking the character.
I thought one of us
Thank
was gonna die so much just then.
Yeah, dude, same.
I'm
I like
assuming you
with
guys
that.
can maybe guess what she is.
Well,